Suna lahiya ma da mu son su ne ba namu bane. Inda son mu ne mutanen nan ba su zuwa nan su same mu cikin jeji. Tunda an yi lokaci kamar wata ɗaya nan ko biyu in muka ce muna buƙatar ganin mutanen shirya ta yaya za mu gan su? Za mu gane su. Ba su san ina muke ba, ba su san daga ina muke ba. Amma da suka buƙaci ganin mu yau ga mu ga su. Suna jin mu, suna ganin mu. Ka gane, zaman lahiya da tashin hankali to su shugabanni so su ne duka. In sun so a yi tashin hankali za a yi. In sun so a zanna lahiya za a zanna lahiya. Mu dai ba mu da wani ilimi, ba mu da wata hikima wadda za mu yi a zanna lahiya sai sun so. Su yarin duniya hannunsu yake. Su ke jan duniya, su ke yin komi, su ke hana komi. Ko da ake cewa muna yi, ai sun suka so mu yi. Idan ba su so mu yi ba mu yi. Kuma ai ga aya.
All right, thank you for staying with us. With that, you have just seen, a purported peace pact. Actually, that's what they call it these days, when the people or leaders of a particular community reach out to their tormentors in chief, the abusers, their killers, because of their helplessness, to say, what do you people need? What do we need to do so that you stop killing us? It's as bad and as terrible as that. That you have just witnessed happened, in Peace Pali, living communities in Charanchi and Batagarawa local government areas. And that person that was addressing is a notorious bandit leader, Sani Muhudinge. You could see what was there. The people are there, that whatever is called Peace Park, and possibly dishing out. You can see at his back, his lieutenants were there, armed with Kalashnikovs, and you can see the man as well. He's strapped up with magazines of bullets. This is the kind of thing that is happening in Nigeria, and we have seen many of them, especially in Katsina State. Now, it's not just about that. The people of Sokoto and Zamfara State are complaining because these same bandits, many of them scattered around the northwest, actually, they are the ones dictating what people do, especially farmers in agrarian communities. And those persons in Sokoto, they have stopped the harvest. I mean, in Zamfara State, and even they are forcing, excuse me, farmers in Sokoto to pay harvest taxes. That means before they go to their farms, you get to pay. When you want to do one or two things in your farm, you reach out to them. Can we go? And when it's time for harvest, you still pay as well. So these guys are the one levying taxes. That means a state within a state. They are not state actors, but they have taken over many of those territories, and the people of those communities, especially in Katsina State, Sokoto State, Zamfara State, they are helpless. And they are raising alarm over increasing levies and intimidation by bandits who they say are imposing conditions on communities for the harvest of this year. Even while those farmers are saying, thank God, we have so much rain. So let's go farm, and after farming, let's go harvest. These guys will come up and say, if you know what is good for you, these are the conditions. And we have local government leaders, state of assembly, representatives. We have governors. We have ministers representing, some of those places. We have a president in charge, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And these are the pleas of those villagers reporting that bandits have introduced what they describe as harvest taxes, demanding payment in cash or agricultural produce before allowing farmers to access or harvest their fields. Now, according to community sources, in some locations, the armed groups allegedly mount checkpoints around villages, collect levies, and punish those unable to meet their demands. And this is from someone there saying, we are living under a parallel authority, said a farmer from Southfield local government area of Zamfara State. They gave us a timetable on when to go to our farms, how much to pay, and they are also taking a portion of our grains. Those who refuse are attacked and abducted. And this is coming on the heels of, the issue of insecurity, the conversation around killings in Nigeria, if it's genocidal in nature against Christians, or, the killings is just everywhere. And we are looking at it because when this is happening, it has implications. We look into this in the course of the program. We have a public affairs analyst, public affairs analyst joining us, Comrade Lanre Fadahunsi is here with us in the studios. Good morning, Comrade.
Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Mr.
Right. I'm not sure how many of these you've seen, but I'm sure you are abreast of information going on in the public space. This is what is left of your country, actually, my country, in which, it looks like what you used to hear, what you used to see, far away, but now is with us. Even when the Nigerian military are saying, we are trying, we are still going together, 86 bandits are being aerially attacked, taken out in all of these things that assist on persons comfortable enough to come out, for what they call peace pact. We are going to have, some of their pictures up. And the people in Zamfara and, Sokoto are saying these are plight. They force us to do certain things. Before you go to farm, you pay. Before you access a farm, you pay. Now, when the thing has grown, you want to harvest, you are paying. This is what you do. Is that how you pay in cash or you pay by the agricultural produce? And they are doing this, this part unabated. Here we are.
Now, this goes to prove a lot of things about the security architecture that we have and how bad it has become. Now, in those places, there is no security presence of government. Right. And those people have become the law. It's not just when they want to harvest. When you want to go and plant, you pay stipulated taxes. So who collects tax? Those in charge. So they are in charge of those communities. Their security is hinged on whether those people choose not to attack them or to attack them. So you must. And now, you see, that's the beauty of it is that it's not as if it's just starting now. Yeah. But these people have heard that an America has said it might come and pick out these people. So they are now saying, look, we are suffering. We've shouted and done everything we could. As much as 60 million is charged from communities. Now you must pay 60 million before you go for your harvest, which means if you harvest 200 million worth of yield plus 60 million, that has added cost to your production. So what do you expect of what will come out? Before they now input their own profit, the cost of food has gone higher. So that the reality is that those people are the governments in those places. And it happened...
Government within a government.
Yes. It happened because of the absence of real government people. Now, we go for seminars in government service. And when you talk to your colleagues from other places, they tell you, we don't really do much. We go maybe most likely on Fridays. Mondays, the chairman of local government will come and then say, treasurer, how much is in the kitty? And because there is a lot of land belonging to farmers, it's not that they are doing infrastructural development. In most of those local governments, it was a lot of local governments created up north, have land mass, no real population. But because of the strength of government on their side, they factor a lot of things to those places. So you'll see a community of less than 20, 30,000 collecting more money than communities of 200,000-300,000 in the south. That has been this skewed balance that people have been going through. So you see, they have so much money for very few people, and those ones have now become law unto themselves. Lack of government presence, poverty and unemployment. Who thinks about young people anymore? So for the bandits to conscript them, it's easy. When you collect ransom, we give you. So ransom payment is like part of taxation. They don't consider it as ransom. You don't pay tax, they kidnap, they carry you. That is enforcing law by imprisoning them. They don't call it kidnap. It is when they report to government that 50 people were kidnapped. No, you did not pay tax and we have to deal with you. And the government knows those points, flash points, where these things are happening. But our forces deployed. So a lot of things are the reasons why this happens. Some people want to chase the farmers off the farmland. So those people who allow them to even farm are their security. From those who want to chase them. Look at it this way. You just read it. Boko Haram and ISWAP are fighting. What are they fighting for? for control. You are coming into our territory. You are destroying our products and everything we hold. So we don't want you here. It's not because of the love of each other. And all of them, we've listened to different governors tell us that different people have connections with these people. That's why Zulum said they've been finding it difficult to deal with them. That's why the governor of Benue said it's difficult dealing with them. That's why the governor of Yobe and others are saying, look, we can't get this done if those people, and you read it, might be a rumor or whatever, that some will say, it's not me that own Boko Haram, it's him that is the king of Boko Haram. And people are bringing pictures of different governors who have at different times sat and ate with the Boko Haram people. Some have given them accommodation. So people, these things require sincerity of purpose. And they have not seen that happen with successive administrations. You don't want to offend your friend, but you know your friend is... We would be shell-shocked when an American government gives us a list of sponsors of terror. Yes, we've heard that Egypt gave some. Some other nations are giving us sponsors of terror's names, and we end up doing nothing about it. And we say we are not supporters of terrorism. We can't in clear conscience say we are not supporters of terrorism. Pictures everywhere. Look, it's on the screen there. They hold weddings. They go for weddings of terrorists and they come with crowd with fanfare, wall canopies and all. Even turbaning. Yes, with their guns. They go for turbaning as chieftaincy titles are given to them. So who is in control in those places? They are.
I mean, Comrade Fadahunsi, you've been talking about all of these scenarios that you've painted has pointed out to one thing, how audacious they've become, how confident they've become. I mean, see, it was up there.
A part of government. It's unfortunate. It's sad. You see,
does it bother you that there's an erosion of local governance in all of these places? I mean, look at them. They held a gathering. Is there no governance structure in these communities? That is the governance structure.
If you have seen local government chairmen go to communities, that's exactly what happens. You see canopies, you see the community.
So what about the institutional governance?
Institutional governance in some places has embedded different sections. You see, the truth of the matter is that every arm of government, every section of government have their own camp. Don't also forget that some people felt Goodluck Jonathan might want to stay at all costs. When a Goodluck Jonathan was saying, my political ambition does not deserve the blood of just one man to be shed. Some are saying blood will flow if you don't allow us to take over. So some have recruited them. And when they got power, you cannot sustain them. So they have to create employment for themselves. And they saw lucrative employment in kidnapping, in banditry, in castle rustling and the rest of it. And did they have to go again? They don't have to. From the Sahel region, they recruited people to come and help fight Jonathan if he dares. That is the truth, it's sad truth that we don't like to tell ourselves. But who are the principal actors? The United Nations bombing back then, Zamfara Sokoto was fingered as principal and he was caught somewhere. All right. And they said, you see, all these narratives tells us that during the Buhari administration, you realize that there was a lot of, repentant, those are factions that were part of the captured team and profiled as, those were the boys we kept that said, let's get you into the... So they want to bring them into society, but their loyalty to the group has not left them. So that's why you see them snitch on Nigerian army anytime there's an operation. We need to be sincere about this. If America is telling us we know where these guys are, Nigerian people know. When the Kaduna train incident happened, El Rufai was jailed and said, wait a minute, we all know where these people are. Bago has said it. Now we know we are there. We know their families.
Of course, with this picture that we're having on our screen is not hidden. It's not.
They know them.
It's
They
not
know where
about
they
the
are.
fact that we
So
can't know where they are. They know where they are.
Now remember that the Air Force is now taking out pockets of them. It's not as if we didn't know, but then there must come an order from somewhere. If you are not given an original order, that's what they call it. Original order. If you just stop to press and say, yes, we go after them, and the commander-in-chief does not call those who will go after them, they'll say, no, it's just newspaper.
Let's start, let's continue with that picture that we just had. You could see some of the, so I think Nigerians can agree that it's not the fact that they are hidden or nobody knows where they are. There are pictures coming. You could see this particular instance. This is, one of those meetings. You could see SUVs entering that particular place. You could see these guys looking, okay, maybe that's previous slide, having, grenades. These are grenades, military-grade weapons. At this other right side, you could see them holding Kalashnikovs, AK-47, AK-12, and they're holding it, and you could see them so relaxed. So they know what they are doing. In other pictures here, you could, and this used to happen when they come for these, whatever they call peace park.
Meetings.
Yeah. Now, there is no way in other pictures, if you can have other pictures, there is no way you can have any peace pact, any peace meeting with people like this individual now. Is trapped with how many, like 10, 12 magazines of bullets in his body. So the villagers that are helpless, which scale will they use to negotiate?
I mean, that's it.
That means these guys will come, they will say, you could see pressmen. Pressmen. So it's not an issue, it's not a conversation of we don't know where they are. Everybody knows what is happening. And talked about the audacity. You could see this person in a military gear. Actually, and somebody is showing these guys something on the phone, meaning there is technology in that area. And he's trying to see, and you could see the smile with the person showing the guy something on the phone. You could see children there, meaning they've taken over that particular place. And residents are now saying, of course, that's an helpless state. That's an helpless state. They are saying, these guys are doing too much. What can we do? But you raised the point the other time, that maybe they are speaking out now, because they are hearing of international pressure.
Saying,
are you taking this as a save our soul kind of message?
It is. It is. And you are
because just like you said, it's not new.
You are seeing it happen. That's why the airstrikes happened. To show seriousness, to show dedication, and capacity to decimate. The military can decimate. But
why is the problem?
There was always talked about collateral damage.
Wait a minute.
That these people always have a human shield. That's why they always kidnap. And they know the military will not want to do that.
Collateral damage. You talk about collateral damage when intel is leaked. There are times they want to go on operations. They don't carry all these people with them. And they still succeed with those operations. They travel miles to get to communities that they want to attack. If intel is really working, there's a way you can take them out with drones and the rest. They are using drones now.
In this kind of a meeting, do you know if the military said they are going to take these
they
guys?
can't take them out.
That's what I'm saying.
Meeting. Look at it this way.
They always have
Look at the Dapchi kidnap.
Yeah.
Those people traveled from their hidden camp to Dapchi.
Yeah, to kidnap.
Took the girls back to their camp and brought them back again, leaving Leah Sharibu behind. In that course of taking them back, they had to leave Dapchi and come back to camp.
Right.
And nothing happened. Don't you see collusion there? Some people knew they were going. Some people knew they would have to come back. They wanted to make a point by ensuring, because that one we just does. But the truth is, people in government, like they always claim, Abacha said, that if insurgency goes for more than 3 months, that the government is involved. Now, let's look at the commerce of it. When people are chased from farmland, the next thing you see is not that people are coming to farm there. They go there and start mining mineral. The minerals mined is not the wealth of Nigeria. It belongs to some people. So some people say, China said America should not come. Who are the owners of those mines? Who runs them? In Itagumodi, you see the Chinese people there. And they came, people thought they want to do large-scale farming. I'm from my mom is from Itagumodi. In those days, when you harvest yam, and bring it out, you see gold dust on it. Just some feet into the ground. So you know there was gold in all of those places. So they bought the land of the people, gave them money. A villager seeing like 2 million will say, hey, good money. And they changed them off the farmland and then took it over and started mining. When you mine in a place, you are supposed to put it back after moving. They don't even bother to do that.
That is protocol. Yeah.
There's protocol to it, but they don't follow any protocol. But those people scattered across Nigeria are nationals of some Chinese companies. And so to a Chinese company coming to do anything is going to affect their own business. It is about resources on those lands. It's not for the love of those people. So those ones who are now taxing the people on agriculture are like, we won't allow them to chase you from your farmland so that they will come and mine there. But we will give you tax that you must pay to us. Who are the beneficiaries? These choppers come and carry that gold and fly it out of Nigeria. They don't go to any regular airports. So who are the owners of those enterprises? It is business that is causing all of this. And it is those who are not really beneficiaries of those businesses that can really get it in the water. Right. Those beneficiaries won't want it to stop. So they go to the press, they talk, they do all the decorative stuff, but they don't give original instruction. And when they want to give original instruction, somebody has leaked it to the bandits and they attack them on the way. And so the military men will be like, are we not in trouble? America came for the Chibok girls. It's on record. And they said, look, we don't want collateral damage. We'll use gas them, and just pick the girls, sleep in and move off when they wake up. And they got there and the guys were in masks. That's why they said they cannot roll with the Nigerian army anymore. We told you what we wanted to do, and we got there, the guys were already in masks, in gas masks. So even the so-called gas is not working on anybody. There would have been collateral damage. They had to go back. Now, an American citizen, also on record, was kidnapped. America did not tell anybody, they escaped for their citizen and took him away. So it means they can solve the problem. But you don't want collaboration. They don't want collaboration anymore because they have seen that these so-called bandits are embedded in the regular army. Somebody was profiled as wanted, came to Nigeria, and was received by some military people in uniform. Worldwide, even in his country of origin, India, he is a profiled non-starter. So all these things add up to tell you that a fraction of people in government, like Gumi said, this guy said it, the governor of Borno, Zulum, the governor of Benue said it, Bago said it, that people at Abuja, some people there in government are directly involved in the management of these people. Some will say, what's the relationship of Matawali while he was a governor with them? Some people have been governors that they come to government house to meet with them. So bandits will come with ammunition, your soldiers and police will be in the government house and they will come and meet with you. We have to be sincere about it. Some people are the beneficiaries of this corruption, devilish corruption, because it has to do with human blood. They care less about the casualties, and then they will say, well, it's the will of God if you die on a journey of like that. So even to them, that's the bad thing about bandit. About this Iswa, Boko Haram, and the rest of them. That even if we kill a brother in the course of our action, he will go to heaven. Though dying innocently without even choosing, we have helped him to make heaven, but we have just done the thing we have to do. So all these ones does not help the matter. Some Nigerian army people and the rest are going to war so that their captain, their leader is thinking, let me bring as many of my people back alive. But others are going to war with the mind of, if I die here, thank God I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. They are going to that if I die in this course. So somebody is coming wishing that, okay, let me just die.
They have been indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated to the core. And along the line, the indoctrination goes with drugs. So they are not even real humans anymore. They've taken another spirit realm thing kind of thing. So all these things goes to show that there must be commitment on the part of leadership to be able to end all of this.
All right.
Without that, it's a walk in the park.
Well, the Nigerian army has said they've made gains. They've rescued about 86 kidnapped victims and all of that. That's part of the fact that we're not seeing the pictures, you know, to confirm some of these statements. But then let's talk about sustainability of this, you know, gains, this tactical victories that, you know, the Nigerian army talks about. How do they transition from this episodic tactical victories to a sustained, you know, victory such that these bandits are, you know, taken out of the system and we have a re-established local governance in all of these communities?
Now, you reported that and you were sincere enough to say no pictures. But you just saw the pictures of Kogi. 5 vehicles just, and then where have they taken them to? Did they fly? Did they put wings on their shoulders to fly them? They walk them into the bush and move. So to me, it is deliberate and calculated. While you go to the left, they go to the right. Look at it this way. We have heard series of information about Kogi axis and this so-called bandit. The so-called ISWAP and especially the ISWAP guys. They were the ones that attacked the other time. And the Kogi enclave that we are looking at, when they were having politics, they will be campaigning, his gunshots. On campaign podiums. Those guys are the ones now doing all of this. They were an army that were abandoned by their general. So they have looked for a new cause to sustain themselves. And it works for them. And now they will face helpless citizens that cannot resist them. Those in 5 vehicles, who is carrying gun?
Yeah.
So instead of facing the army, they look for the soft targets and just take them away and get their money.
All right. You know what? I allow you to hold your thoughts there. We are due for a break now because the question that Tokwe asked, very germane, this progress, because we are hearing that the troops have been, especially the Nigerian force, have been pounding, you know, the basis of these terrorists in Borno, in Katsina, in Kwara, and they have, especially in the last few days, and they have been making some gains. The question is, that sounds good, right? But in Tokwe's words, how do we transition from that episodic, that means one-off, once in a while, into sustained, you know, military onslaught against these people? And of course, the implication of having taxes levied against those persons, especially on agriculture and our economy. We'll do that as we'll be joined by another critical stakeholder. Stay with us.
Our news are reported as it is.
In Africa, and all those who masterminded